Hey guys, welcome to another unboxing at Gadgets 360, and today we have a brand new offering from Huawei called the Nova 3. So we'll be quickly unboxing this and let's see what you get inside. Now before we get started with the unboxing, I just want to point out a couple of things. The unit that we have here is the China variant. This is not the retail unit that will be sold in India, so there might be certain differences compared to the one that we're unboxing and the one that's actually launched over here in India. So the box itself is pretty plain. It's just a plain white box with Huawei Nova 3 written all over, and that's pretty much it. So let's quickly take this cover off. And first we're greeted by the phone itself, and it's this really classy looking dual tone finish of purple and blue. It looks really slick. It's very reflective and of course attracts fingerprints, but it looks really cool, and it's makes it pretty unique because there's not many or any phone out there which has this finish in India. So we'll put this aside for now, and let's just quickly take a look at what else we get. So next up we have this little SIM eject tool which is clipped onto over here, and inside we have, which should be a silicone case. A little plastic case for it. That's it, nothing else. And finally we have a charger which says quick charge, which means this phone does support fast charging. We have a matching headset, and of course we have a USB Type-C data cable here. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's quickly boot this up and we'll just take a physical tour of the phone. This is definitely not the retail unit. As you can see, it has an unlock bootloader. We'll just skip that for now. So the phone is fairly slim. It has these nice rounded edges, and it seems to have decent grip too. It's not too slippery right now as I'm holding it, so that's nice. All the buttons are placed on the right side, so you have the volume rocker over here and a little textured power button, so you can easily tell the difference between the volume and the power button, which is nice. Over to the left of the phone, there is a single slot over here which has, I'm guessing, the two SIM trays. And if this is a hybrid SIM, then you will be able to expand this as well. So we'll just take a look at this in a bit as well. There's nothing much on the top except for a hole for the microphone. And looking at the bottom, we have the rest of the ports here. So there's a single speaker grill, we have a USB Type-C port, and we have a 3.5mm headphone socket. Let's take a look at what sort of a SIM configuration we have. Okay, so it seems to be a hybrid SIM slot, so you can have 2 nano SIMs or 1 SIM and a micro SD card. So you can expand the internal storage, which is good. So in the front we have, so this is basically a 6.3-inch display. It's an IPS panel with a full HD plus resolution. So the actual resolution is 2340 by 1080p, and I think this should be around a 19:9 aspect ratio, thereabout. There is of course a notch on the top over here, as you can see. There's a earpiece in the middle, and we have 2 cameras. We have a set of cameras in the front as well as the back. So there is again a bit of a chin at the bottom, which is fine, which is something you cannot avoid at the moment. And just taking a quick look at the back, you can see the fingerprint sensor over here, and the placement seems to be pretty decent for your index finger. There's some Huawei branding and the AI camera feature that the company is boasting about, so that's again imprinted over here on the back. And as you can see, they have some specs of the 2 sensors that are there. So you have a dual sensor at the back. So there's a 24 megapixel monochrome sensor as well as a 16 megapixel color sensor, similar to the setup which was there on the P20 Pro. I mean, that had 3 cameras, but similar monochrome plus color sensor. There's also a dual LED flash here, and there seems to be, they have apertures printed over here. So there's a f1.8 plus and f1.8. So both the sensors both the lenses on the back have an f1.8 apertures, which should be pretty good for low light. In the front, there is a 24 megapixel main sensor. It's a color sensor, and you have a secondary 2 megapixel sensor, which also is a color sensor. So it's interesting to see how that works out. So in terms of software, the Nova 3 is running on EMUI 8.2. Let's just quickly double check that. And this should be on Android 8.1 Oreo. So yeah, so it is EMUI 8.2 and we have Android 8.1 Oreo, which is good. And we also have a 1st June security patch, which is pretty up to date. That's neat. So in terms of power, the phone is powered by the Kirin 970 octa-core SoC. This is Huawei's custom silicon system on chip. You get 6 GB of RAM and there's 128 GB of storage on board. So overall, it seems pretty impressive. We really like the finish of this phone. The grip is good, the build is good, and we'll take a look at we'll see how it performs in the full review. Last but not least, this has a 3750 milliamp hour battery that is obviously non-removable. So this was a quick look at the new Huawei Nova 3. We'll be bringing you the full review very soon, so stay tuned for that. And once again, thanks for watching, and for all things tech, log on to Gadgets360.com.